Hey guys, welcome back. So this episode, this installment, we're going to get together with Matt, and we set Matt a challenge, or we asked him to set us a challenge of what is your most troublesome club in the bag. So we wanted to know a little bit, about the club in Matt's bag that gives him the most kind of headache when he's out there. And turns out it's your little 5-wood here.
Yeah, my fairway wood. So I don't hit it badly, but it's much too high, too much spin.
Okay.
So especially into the wind, I'm losing a lot of yardage.
For sure. A little too one-dimensional, really.
Yeah,
kind of floats
it's just
up.
a very kind of high straight flight.
Okay.
And shaft-wise, I'm suspicious that it's probably the wrong profile for my swing. I might be kind of losing it one way or another for that reason.
Yep.
So I think this is a good one to tackle and see what is out there that's going to give me a little better kind of secondary tee club option, which is what it should be.
And how did you come about having this one in the bag? Were you fit for it before?
No, I was not fit for it. So I had a strong 18-degree hybrid.
Okay.
Was not hitting that well, so I just tried to mix it up a little bit. Did a little bit of research on a shaft and a head and figured this would be a little more consistent. It's better than what I had, but it's definitely not, I bought the club to be kind of a fairway finding club.
Right.
Okay. And so I want to kind of get that consistent flight out of it.
Yeah, and something that's a little bit more has an average peak rather than a particularly high peak.
Yeah.
Okay. The thing with Matt, you've probably seen him in other videos we've done together. Matt's got a lot of club head speed, so elevation generally is never a problem in anything we've ever done together.
No.
We're always working the other way.
Yeah.
So this particular shaft is an exotic shaft. It's very, very high end. It's a graphite design, Tour AD MT, which is a little bit more of a tip soft shaft. It was designed to work with, at the time it actually came out, it was right around the time TaylorMade launched the SLDR.
Okay.
Okay, so that was actually, at the time, the shaft manufacturers were reacting to what the equipment manufacturers, the OEMs, were doing with the club head. So the more spin goes down and the more launch goes down, the more the shaft has to try and kind of elevate it. So the shaft manufacturers are always reacting to what the club head is doing at that current time.
Gotcha.
So around about that time, SLDR was the big head at the time. Remember TaylorMade's 17 degrees launch, 1700 spin, which was highly unachievable for anyone. That's why that shaft came out. So it is a high launch shaft anyway, Matt, so I'm not surprised to hear you're hitting it too high.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's hit a few. Let's get some baseline numbers. Let's troubleshoot the data and see what we need to do.
Sounds good.
Okay. Good swing, Matt, but tons of height.
Yeah.
For sure, tons and tons of height.
That is a pretty common shot I'll get with this.
Okay.
Little left, little high.
Yeah, 4,100 backspin is certainly high. We're probably going to see that over 140 feet in height.
Yeah.
135. Okay, so exceptionally high in terms of the peak.
So
look at that's a really good image to see it. So we see this little bit of a curve in here. That's where the spin really kicks in.
Yeah.
Hits a peak that we're not overly happy with, just right around the 135 feet mark. We want it round about here. Okay, we want it round about 115, 120 feet would be perfect.
And that gives you a club that's usable off the tee and into a green.
Exactly, that's exactly it. Because off a tee, when you have a little launch pad to hit it off of, it's going to go higher.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, off the ground, if you're producing these numbers, it's certainly not what we want.
No. So when I got the club, I was looking for kind of the 4+ wood.
Yeah.
Just because the 3 wood, it wasn't really a benefit to me in terms of hitting more fairways.
Got you.
I wasn't hitting it straighter. So, I'd like to find the version of this club that's, similar consistency, but obviously we need to taper that down.
So driver distance-wise, Matt, you're round about 320, 310?
So I'll fly at like 290-ish.
290, so whatever the ground conditions allow beyond that. Okay. Yeah. So we'll call it 310. So in an ideal world for you, just so we stagger your clubs appropriately, you should hit 3-wood about 260 in the air.
I would like a club that goes 260 to 270, yeah.
Nice.
Because there's no point to me in having a 290 club. It's just not
functional.
There's no purpose to it.
Okay, good.
So hit that one a little better.
Yeah, love the shape. So that one turned back a little bit, carried a little bit further.
But it's still, you can see it just kind of maxes out at 250.
Yeah,
and
yep, still quite high. 132, never changed too much.
It was a little on the toe, maybe that's why the spin was a bit lower. Not much, but a little.
Yeah, I mean, both of them were
7.
out in the toe, just a fraction, Matt.
Yeah.
Spin rate was down a little bit for sure, but this is almost a little unmanageable.
Yeah, it's way too
132.
high.
Yeah, I mean, you get any kind of wind or any sort of conditions come onto the course that day. That's not really much use to you.
And that's an issue. I need the club that I can hit into the wind if it's
Okay.
not a driver, that I can get some distance out of it.
Generally speaking, Matt, we tend to find that good players. We would need to hit an average height with you, because you can work it up and down.
Right.
It's never going to be an issue for you to hit it higher.
Right, on purpose.
Yeah, if we get you at 115 feet and you want to hit it 135,
Yeah.
I'm sure you can. You just cut it in a
So
little
it's
bit.
the difference. I could not physically do that with this club.
Yeah, for
Gotcha.
sure. Okay, one more.
One more. So that one I hit the best of the 3, contact-wise.
Yeah, and it's actually probably your highest one. I mean, look
Yeah.
how steep that's coming down.
Yeah, it spun way up.
Spun way up, so I mean, that's coming down probably 49, 50 degrees land angle.
Yeah, it is.
48.7.
And
So,
that was higher spin too.
yeah, higher spin for sure. To give the kind of viewers a little idea, the angle of descent is one way we control the ball's ability to stop in the green. 49 degrees, which is, if we round that up, is about what we would want a 7-iron coming
Right.
into the green at.
Gotcha.
So you're hitting forward in, and it's coming down that steep. That's
Gotcha.
not really what we want.
Yeah.
Those numbers are great. We don't need to see any more. Those are consistent. It's
Yeah.
doing the same thing all the time. We just know we'll get too much backspin.
So we need a club that, we want to try to get it to go, let's say 10, 15 further.
10, 15 further in the air would be perfect.
Yeah.
So about 260, and then if it rolled out to 275, 280, we're going to be in good shape.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So we've changed, we got an M1 head here.
M1. So we're playing this at 15.5.
Okay, so a little higher than standard.
Yeah, a little higher than standard, because remember, we don't want, you said you wanted a kind of forward profile.
I would like a forward, yeah.
You don't really need that 290 shot. Is
No.
not really functional. So
No.
we'll mess about with this one.
Okay. A little
bit
late on
with
the
face.
release.
Okay.
Just open face. It felt okay though. Yeah, not a good swing. That's better.
Sounded really nice. There's your little draw. Let's see what our carry number's at there. I want to say that bounced at 260.
It's what it looked like, yeah.
Looked like it bounced right around there. There you go.
Pretty much, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Couple more.
I'm gonna take, let's see a couple more. I'm going to take the first one out as a.
Yep.
So there we go. There's our height coming in at 111.
Yep.
The land angle is a fraction flatter. The launch is down and the spin is down. So there's a much more balanced,
Yeah.
look at our trajectory there. So let's show both of those side by side.
That's going to be a functional club off the tee or in the fairway.
Yeah. Look how much more balanced your trajectory is there.
Yeah.
So it doesn't hit the high peak, then drop too steep.
Yeah.
It's much more even in its flight.
And into the wind, I would lose 15, 20 yards with this, but the other one I'd probably lose 30 yards.
Yeah, I mean that's 2800 spin. I mean you're going to have a really much easier time flighting this ball in the wind now.
But it's got enough height to still stop if needed.
For sure. Yeah. Beautiful. Fractionally higher, but really similar. Probably hit that one better, maybe.
A little bit, yeah. Very similar, but
Yeah.
felt pretty good. That's the kind of shot I would be trying to hit on. Like I would like this club to be able to hit that 260-ish kind of shot.
I mean, really good.
Because for the most part, where I play Southern Ontario, the ground is not going to usually roll more than 10 yards.
Exactly.
So it's probably that's probably a 270 shot, which is what I would be looking for, right?
coming in from 111 feet, we can guarantee that ball is not giving us 22 yards.
Yeah,
at all,
yeah.
So, let's simulate that.
Yeah, a little softer conditions, yeah. Hit
We
that
just
one.
got a fraction of cut out that, but
Yeah.
tell you what, still a great hit.
I just came across it a little bit, but it was a good swing.
Still gave you everything you wanted.
Yeah. And that spin is much more manageable. On that shot where I probably faded it a bit,
Yep.
that's a playable shot.
A nice, really nice strike. We've got the spin rate in a much better window.
Yeah.
27 to 3,500. Your height spiked a little bit, but if that's the way your height spikes to,
Yeah.
that's why we start at 111, because that gives us room to move up and down.
And that was probably the difference between a bit of a draw and a bit of a fade.
Definitely. So there's 3 shots, 262, 260, 260, through a really nice flight window. That was excellent. Okay,
Awesome.
Let's hit one more, make sure we're comfortable, but
Yeah.
I like the look of this.
And while I'm hitting this, what can you tell me about this Valix shaft here?
A much more tip stiff profile than what you had in the
Right.
MT.
Tip
so,
stiff.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is just a shade under 80 grams.
Yep.
So it's about 7 to 8 gram X flex, much less sort of tip deflection. So we're going to hit this much flatter.
Flatter, yeah. But obviously the head with a little less loft is making a bigger impact
Without
on that.
doubt, we've dropped the loft down 2.5 degrees. So.
And with the
the
M1 head versus the R15, would they have shaved a little backspin off in the head design over? That's about 2 years old or 3 years old.
Yeah, maybe even a little more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 years old certainly. The M1 we found was what our really high-end players or good players gravitated towards this year. So the guys who wanted the adjustability, but the kind of faster ball speed with lower spin.
So a little lower spin.
Definitely lower spin. That was one of the things, trying to flatten your flight, making sure we don't get that kind of spike in spin.
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, it's a very solid feeling club. They feel somewhat similar off the face, which is nice.
Yeah.
That's probably my best one. It's probably a fraction on the toe, but I hit that good. Yeah. Like that's the shot I would like to hit on the course. 275 on a shorter par 4 or something, that's perfect.
It's we're filming this video, and what springs to my mind when we're doing this is people will go, "Well, they must have manufactured that one before we turned the camera on."
No,
we never.
we did
not. I mean,
No.
we took the characteristics of what Matt had in his old club. We know his swing quite well, so we don't really have to go through the full process of trying different heads. I knew what we needed to do.
Yeah.
We kind of called it before we started. 260 was our carry number. We hit it. Doesn't always work out as easy as this, but in this instance, we've really got Matt's fairway wood now into the kind of functional fairway wood that we want. Good off the tee, good off the turf.
Yeah, and the difference is obviously you've seen me hit a bunch of times.
Yeah.
You were able to shortcut some of the eliminations that
Definitely.
you might have tried some other clubs.
I know where your good shots go. I know where your bad shots go. I know your swing speed and the way you load it, so we can accelerate that process.
And then if you wanted to build, this is obviously a good fit, but we could try a different brand's head and see how it performed. If I'm more comfortable with the different shaft, but launch numbers wise, we've kind of zeroed in pretty.
Without a doubt, and when we look at that and from a branding perspective, we honestly, truthfully, at TXG, we are numb to the brand.
Yeah.
Numb to it. It doesn't matter. It's just performance. So if you come in here and tell me you want to carry it 260 and it runs out another 10, 15 yards, if we hit 260 and it runs out another 15 yards, like it's unless there's something that you don't like about it.
And you picked this head because from your experience, that's more than likely going to get us these results.
Definitely.
And if the Callaway was that choice, then we'd be hitting a Callaway or
Ping or
whatever it would be.
Any Titleist. Titleist make a great one.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter, but that's the one that we kind of thought would work. The flight was good. It worked out nicely. So that's the one for you.
Awesome. I think I got a new fairway wood in the bag.
Good stuff. So again, key is always get fit. We can control the variables in here. We're using our launch monitor technology, all the heads and shafts that we've got, and our own experience along with that. So whatever you do, however you purchase, always get fit.
Yeah, great stuff.